Azir, 2 A's in the mid and the top lane, and the Yone locked in here for BLG. Okay, they've got a lot of engage, they have a hell of a lot of damage, but they are very, very easily caught out if you can get a bit of CC down onto them.
Yeah, this is super interesting. Now, we do have to talk a bit mainly about the bottom side of...
Well, we'll see if anything can happen in this early game. The early game shenanigans right now happening. You can see Renekton just posturing.
And with that crowd control and the damage follow-up potential, fairly easy to get your jungler going, as we see right now.
Ooh. There we go. Scout's in a little bit of trouble here. Level 2 versus level 3, and that means Meteor will be able to pick up first blood. We talked about the damage that can come out from this guy, and you see... Oh, might see this bot lane now explode as JJ is here with Meteor. They do get Viper knock go up there. The aiming goes down. Oh, actually, Mark is the first one to go down. And they jump straight in on top of aiming. He is the Senna underneath the tower, and they will get themselves a kill down there onto Viper. Meteor trying to just help his team out, but JJ with perfect positioning, able to turn that one right round.
Oh my god, absolute disaster as Viper is able to
look for something in this bot's side. Is level 6, does not hit the Swirl Seed, but they have got teleports committed straight away. Crash down lands onto 2. There's going to be a 4v5, 4v3 or 4v4 very, very shortly. As you can see, Meteor finally jumping in. JJ not quite going down, but Bew will. And now the Aatrox has so much damage to be able to set up so much CC for Viper, who picks up 2 more kills. And EDG come out on top. They were the ones who were able to get the advantages, and Viper is well and truly online. Kindle Gem. And some steel-plated boots, so he is not exactly strong. But while that's happening, they know that Nidalee in the top side. That means they can shook everything into the bot side. That is 2 turrets for a reply of none. And all the farm going over to the side of Viper. That Samira is Scrooge McDuck right now, jumping into a sea of gold coins.
Yeah, this is... I feel like Viper probably isn't the one to pull it off.
It's definitely more of a I'm definitely better than you kind of play, and iBoy has the kind of caliber that we like to see in a player like that. Scout taking a very favorable trade into Zika, and they have got Meteor on the back foot as well. Mako forced to use the Unbreakable Will to keep himself nice and tanky. Oh, sorry, he didn't even use it. Excuse me, he did not use the Unbreakable Will. Still has that available to him. They're going to lose themselves a red buff here. W from Viper, just to add insult to injury. Cold, efficient, and effective to just pick up that Seeker's Arm Guard, sit on it for a very long time, and you come out with 30 extra armor. But EDG, they walk straight in on top of 2 people. He predicts the flash, and they get Zika the kill. Fantastic move here from BLG. They will get the flash out from Mako. They're trying to jump straight in on top of the cow. They will get the Shurima Shuffle and the Emperor's Divide, but double kill to Zika. There's still life in this game yet, Clement.
Oh, that was a no yes moment for me. I thought Meteor was actually missing the spear at first, but he has 200 IQ
on aiming. Important to note, Zika does not have flash to try and get in. Scout does have his, and Viper is in full kind of complement of summoners. They are going to put in the TP. That dragon is gone, though. It's a little bit too late. They're trying to throw in the poke here with
EDG,
Meteor.
You know, they have Azir into the pit. He still can't get over the wall, and now it's Mako's turn for the action.
Oh, the Shurima Shuffle puts everyone into tower range, and now they've got the Aatrox on the backside, but everyone seems to have gotten away just at the moment. They have used the Lilting Lullaby just now, so it's a 3-man sleep, and they're trying to find the targets, and they will. Zika needs to keep himself alive, but he shall not survive. 3 quick kills going over to the side of EDG, and they are not quite done just yet. Meteor in so much trouble here. He will get the Dawning Shadow over on top of him, but he will not escape as Flandre gets the kill. Flandre puts the thumb up, and EDG are back in control.
That is what cool guys do.
Fall away from them a little bit. This is where the game starts to get a little bit more difficult because they are 3,500 gold behind. Another good prediction there. Flandre gets hit, and there's the combo. You talked about it. Perfectly executed. They do lose mid lane in tier 1, but they gain themselves another kill.
That was another good prediction coming out from their top laner.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, Scout, very nicely done, though. Does keep himself safe with the Zhonya's. Now, can maybe look to try and push back onto Zika. You can see the Shifting Sands comes out. Both mid laners being respectful, but it is the extra range you get with those soldiers. Go, my men, fight for me. Scout pushing him all the way back while this dragon's being taken. Now the TP being committed here by Scout. Does not have the Shurima Shuffle just yet. They're going to try and commit to this one on top of the dragon. They get in, but they do not get the dragon. That's third Drake here for EDG as the fight ensues. The rest of EDG trying to just keep themselves alive. It is Bubi who falls, but they trade it for JJ. Massive 3-man knockoff. It's a quadra kill out of nowhere for Viper, and they're going to try and gift him over to the Penta. They are going to give him over to him. Viper gets himself a Penta kill.
That was as hype as you could have possibly asked for. Definitely the key to that teamfight for me had to be Mako. Crowd control that allowed Viper to just get in amongst the backline and wreak havoc. That was epic to witness.
That is the power of a fed Samira. It's a third Drake, it's a pentakill and a Baron. This is just monumental from EDG, and again, we always talk about it, but before we talk about it, let's have a look at his pro view, because this was instant.
We are going to get it from Viper's side. Just look at the engage coming in. Mark gets stopped by Mako. He's tagged up, and this is just a Viper waiting for his time to strike. He's very comfortable on the side, goes in, gets one kill, the reset, and into 3-man. Oh, that was just so damn hype. It was so quick, so decisive, and disgustingly good.
Just saw an opportunity and took it, and time again, this is why I wasn't on the EDG hype train.
Frontline is rather uncoordinated, and this has been the picture of the team fights we've seen from BLG this entire split. I would not characterize them as a strong team fighting team because their frontline just kind of goes in 1 and 2, and you know, in Chinese we call that cooking dumplings. You throw the dumplings into the pot one at a time, and they just get devoured by the water.
Yeah, the water right now is surging, pushing forward, creating such torrential downpours on top of BLG.
They have to be able to get past Mako. If Mako can stop it mid-air, there's not much they can do to actually follow up. I do want to throw this out there, but the Fate Sealed is considered a blink, so it will not be stopped by the Emperor's Divide. That is something we do have to watch out for, and maybe they can get into the backline that way.
Well, we talked about the dumplings. Looks like these dumplings are well and truly cooked right now as EDG onto the Nexus turrets. They've taken down all 3 inhibitors. Meteor brought back by the Infernal Chains. Another little bit. They go straight in on top of Rel. That is a dead support if I've ever seen one. Scout gets down to half HP with 1 spear, but it does not matter because the rest of his team are just so far ahead. They jump straight in on top of Bubi, who's not had a great series at all. They try the Wombo, but it's just not going to happen. The Shurima Shuffle is there. They get the Emperor's Divide. They get all the kills. They only lose 1. And EDG 2-0 in incredibly convincing fashion and go 8-0 at the halfway point of the split.
Such smooth sailing coming out of Edward Gaming, just really controlled in the early game. They knew what the enemy team wanted, all the other AD carries in the league. They tried so hard to put down Viper's lane. They threw all these different looks. Game 1 draft was targeted at Viper's Xayah. Game 2, they wanted to do the same thing with the crash down into the javelin toss. They never found that combo onto him.